Alright, so today we're going to be painting the trunk on the '08 Crown Vic because you can see paint is really bad and starting to peel. So, I mean, I got the paint, I'm going to paint it just to match. We'll see if we do the rear quarter panels too later, but the trunk I really want to get done because it's just getting worse and worse and worse, and well, you can't really make it look worse than what it is, so I'm going to give it a try. And it's also got all these scratches and whatnot, so we'll try that. If that goes good, then we'll do this quarter panel. And then if that goes good, you can see the roof has some spots too, so we'll do the roof. But for right now, we're doing the trunk, which I'm going to get this trunk panel off, license plate and whatnot, and then take it over to and the emblem, and then see what we can do about this. I had it to unscrew, but it doesn't want to come off all the way, so we might just tape around it. But I want to get this header panel off because it's a seal. That way we get a good line underneath that, so there's no harsh tape line. So we get this trunk prepped, move the car over to the garage, and then paint it. There you go. You can see we got that off. That trim panel got some of the bags on here. Kind of sanding down, seeing how it goes. Then we'll go a little deeper and get it all prepped for a primer and then paint it. So yeah, that's how it is. I'm just using a sponge and some sandpaper to sand it down till we get to the metal. Alrighty, so we got it all sanded down, wiped down. You can see. Now we're just gonna put the primer on here and then paint it. So you can see, I mean, it feels smooth. There's no residue being left over. That is good. This is all prepped for paint. I basically just used O'Reilly sandpaper. I used 80 grit, and then I used 320 grit, and then I used 600 before the paint, so the paint has something to grab onto. So we'll paint this, or we'll primer this, and then sand down and paint it. So go on to the next step. Alrighty, we got her sanded down and now primered. As you can see, came out okay. I'm gonna let it dry. There's some tiger striping, but that's okay. It's just the primer on the last coat. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of hard to see. Whoa. Maybe that haze there, that's from the can. When I shook it up for like the instructions said. Sprayed it onto the outside first and worked my way, and then as soon as I was starting to come off, it just kind of sprayed crap out. So we'll sand that down after 30 minutes here, and it's kind of hard to see, but there's a run there which we'll sand down. That's all okay. We're just on the primer stage. Once we get to the paint, we'll be a little bit more careful. But yeah, for the primer, that's pretty good. So yeah, next step is paint here in a little bit. Alrighty, so here is it painted silver. You can kind of see there's like uneven haze. It's kind of hard to see, but I haven't put the clear coat on, but we're gonna let this dry for about 30 minutes or so. We did move to paint it inside just so a little less hair and stuff. When I started painting the coat on, the paint coat, base coat, it looks like, I don't know if the primer underneath started to lift or what that is, but yeah, we got some of that in there, which doesn't look great, and you can see it started to lift around the edges. You can kind of see the outline. It did it in certain spots. I don't know why. Maybe just that old primer or something didn't come off all the way, and it just started to lift up or something, but I mean, anyway, it still looks better than what it is, and this is kind of, you know, an at-home paint job with spray cans. It's not going to be perfect, but still a whole lot better than what it was, and this will prevent it from rusting. So yeah, I'm decently happy with that. We'll let it dry here and then do the clear coat, see how that comes out, and then go from there. Alrighty, I have painted a little bit more just to cover up that one little spot, and then I clear coated this. So this is not the final result, but almost to the final result. So we're gonna let it dry here for a couple minutes. It says, or not a couple minutes, hour, 20 minutes, and then come back and see what the rest looks like. And then 24 hours from now, which it'll be more like probably, today's Sunday, so it'll probably be Wednesday afternoon, we'll come back and polish and sand this. to make it look perfect. But yeah, I mean, there's some problematic spots, but you're gonna get that from just doing this at home. The paint in certain spots just didn't adhere right, but for spray can finish, I think it looks all right. I mean, yes, you're gonna notice it, but it looks a whole lot better than the paint peeling and starting to fall off like that there. Because I'd like to do the roof too, but I don't know if I got that much patience. But the trunk, it does look better. So yeah, that'll wrap it up for this part of it. We'll come back in supposedly 24 hours and see what it looks like. Alrighty, there it is, all painted, polished, and the trim put back on. Kind of skipped here, but it'll look all right. You see there's still some spots, but it looks better than what it was. So yeah, that is the trunk repaint on the 2008 Crown Vic. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.